Greetings to everyone. I am Girisha Premla and I am a Year 5 student from SK Perempuan Methodist Ipoh. My school code is ABB2084. As a dedicated school prefect and a top performer in the Neelam reading competition, my commitment to excellence is matched only by my passion for the English language. Have you ever tried to become popular in school, but instead become famous for embarrassing reasons? Well, that is exactly what happened to Greg Havley in Diary of a Whipping Kid by Jeff Kinney. This book has 217 pages and published by the Penguin Group. Today, I am going to tell you about Greg's funny and chaotic middle school life. Greg Havley is a skinny middle school boy who believes he is going to become rich and famous one day. But for now, he has one big problem: surviving middle school. Greg thinks middle school is dangerous. There are giant students, strange teachers, embarrassing moments, and worst of all, school rules. Greg lives with his annoying older brother, Roderick, who loves teasing him, and his little brother, Manny, who somehow never gets blamed for anything. Now, Greg's best friend, Rolly Jefferson. Rolly is cheerful, innocent, and sometimes a little childish. Even though Greg acts like he is cooler than Rolly, he still needs him all the time. One of the funniest parts of the story is something called the cheese touch. Long ago, a piece of old cheese was left on the basketball court. It became so disgusting that students believed touching it would kill you forever. If someone touched the old piece of cheese, everyone avoided them like they were carrying a deadly virus. Imagine this happening in our school cafeteria. If someone touched spoiled nasi lemak, suddenly nobody would sit near them for a whole year. Greg tries very hard to become popular. He joins activities, tries to act cool, and even comes up with terrible ideas that usually fail badly. At one point, Greg and Rolly make a comic strip together. Greg thinks this will make them famous, but things do not go as he planned. In fact, many of Greg's plans end in complete disaster. Sometimes, Greg can also be selfish. When Rolly becomes more popular than him, Greg becomes jealous. Their friendship starts to break apart because Greg only thinks about himself. But deep inside, Greg actually cares about Rolly. Near the end of the story, Greg is forced to make an important choice. He can either save himself or protect his friend from embarrassment. For the first time, Greg chooses friendship over popularity. That moment teaches Greg an important lesson about being a true friend is much more important than trying to impress other people. What makes this book so enjoyable is that many students can relate to Greg's problem. We all experience embarrassing moments, friendship problems, and school stress. This story is funny because Greg often creates his own problem. Even when he tries to be smart, things somehow become worse. In line with the goals of Malaysia's education system, this book encourages students to develop good moral values, critical thinking skills, and emotional intelligence. It teaches us how to handle challenges, build healthy friendships, and make wise decisions in daily lives. This supports in visions of producing balanced students who are knowledgeable, disciplined, creative, and respectful to others. This book also includes hilarious drawings and diaries entries that make readers feel like Greg is directly talking to them. Personally, I enjoy this story because it makes me laugh while also teaching valuable lessons about friendship, honesty, and growing up. So if you want a book filled with humor, school drama, funny adventures, and meaningful lessons, I highly recommend Diary of a Whipping Kid. This book not only entertains readers but also reminds us about the importance of friendship, responsibility, and positive values that are important in building a Madani generation. Let us continue to become students who are knowledgeable, respectful, and caring towards one another. Thank you.